All right, kindergarten, are you ready for math? Let's do some review this morning of our numbers. Let's count. Here we started at 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember our little pieces? Let's play and just see. Let's just play with these. Using our fingers, let's count. There's 3. Would I put anything in 0? You're right. No, I wouldn't. And then there's 2. What happens as we count? What am I doing? Can you see? I mean, yes, I know I'm laying pieces out, but what's happening? Yep, I'm counting. What's happening to my lines? Do you see it? Yep, they're getting bigger. When I am counting, boys and girls, did you know I am adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? So can you do that? Have fun with counting little things. I know you counted, let's see, Tommy, you counted cars the other day. Damien counted his superheroes. So have some fun doing that. What does it look like? Now, what if you have this number? Ooh, is that going to be a lot or a little? Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So use some of your things. You could use those coins that you were using to separate and count yesterday to see how much money you had. You can practice making numbers. So let's practice making numbers. And if you don't have little numbers, have Mommy take a piece of paper and cut it in a square and just write your numbers. Remember, like our number cards at school? And then practice. Have Mama give you a number. Okay, I want you to show me what 42 looks like. So you're going to take a 4 and a 2. Did you get it in the right order? 42. Remember, when I say a number, I'm telling you what family it's in first. 42. Now, when I say your name, let's say Hannah Buttermore. What name do I say first? Yeah, I say Hannah. I say your last name second, but with numbers, it's flip-flopped. We say the last name first. We don't say Buttermore Hannah. No, we say Hannah Buttermore. So, but in our numbers, we're going to say our last name first. 42. So look at it. 40. Do you hear the word 4 in there? Yeah. So be careful, especially as you're writing and building them. Let's do 63. There I said my last name first. You know, the family. Who's the father of the 60s? Yeah, 60. And then 3 is the person who lives in the family. Just like Buttermore Hannah. Who else lives in Hannah's family? Her brothers, her mommy, her daddy. Okay. So that's a playing with numbers thing that you can do with Mommy and Daddy. The other thing you can do, so we're counting, we're building numbers, we're practicing that, and then maybe put a number down. Okay, look at the number, 42. What comes before that? So build it. 41. 41, 42. What comes after? That's right, 43. So this is a good way to practice other than using pencil and paper, chalk, different things like that. So use some different things to help you as you practice, all right? Now, let's see. I'm trying to disguise my table so you can't see what I'm laying out here. All right, here we go. I'm going to flip you again. What's that? Do you remember what that's called? Yep, it's called a ruler. What do we do with a ruler? Do we whack people with it? No, don't do that. We measure things. We measure how long something is. So I have some strips of paper. And remember, when we measure, we want to start at the end. And then we're going to see where it stops. Now each number on the ruler, do you remember what those are called? That's right, they're called inches. So from here to here is 1 inch. Remember the little trick I gave you? Bend your finger like that and lay it down. It's about 1 inch long. So if you don't have a ruler, you can guess. It's about 1 inch. All right, yours might be a little shorter because your hands are smaller, but it's almost, okay? All right, so a ruler has how many inches on it? Do you see? Right down here, 12. So there's 12 inches in a ruler. We can say it's a foot long. So if you held this ruler up by your foot, let's see, can I do this without making you sick? Is my foot, it's not exactly, but it's about. That means it's close to, okay? Your daddy or your big brothers might be a little bit longer. All right, so if I lay this, remember we're going to start measuring at the end, and we're going to see how long this piece of paper is. How long is it? Yep, it's about 7 inches. Now, see these little tiny lines? That inch is divided up into smaller parts. This one right here in the middle is a 1/2 inch. This next line is a 1/4 inch. So it's 7 1/4 inches long. Then we can get smaller and smaller to get real exact. Why would we have to have an exact measurement? Well, if your daddy is building a shed, or if he's building you a playhouse or a doghouse, he's got to have his measurements exactly. Otherwise, he'll have a crooked building. So we're not learning that in kindergarten. We don't have to have this all figured out, but we're just looking at it so you can know, and then when you get into older grades, it'll all make sense. So we have 1 inch. We divide that 1 inch in half. Remember, equal sides, equal parts. We've talked about that a lot. And then we divide it down smaller, 1/4, and then an 1/8, and then a 16th. And if you counted all those teeny tiny little lines, maybe that's something you could do today, you should get 16. Then you should get 8 of these, and you should get 4 of these and 2 of those. 1, 2. So see if mommy and daddy have a ruler or even a tape measure, same thing. They all are the same width apart. Okay, they're equal, they're even. So here's your thing for today. I want you to take a ruler and don't whap anybody with it. Measure things. Maybe mommy has some strips of paper. There we go. How long is that piece of paper? Remember, you want to start at the very end by the 1 and then see how long. Where does it stop? Yep, at 11. But can you go around your house and can you measure books, measure your cars, measure your bed? Ooh, I have a marker, which reminds me I got these markers out because if you don't have watercolors at your house, you can, I'm going to switch this, sorry. You can use watercolor markers on your coffee filters and then spray it with water or take a brush and brush it, and it'll do the same thing as watercolor. Okay, but while you have those out, measure how long your marker is. Don't try to measure your brother or sister because they might not want to be measured. Could you measure your driveway with a ruler? That might take a while. So have fun with the ruler today, and as you practice, and then have fun with numbers, counting things out, practicing what the numbers look like, what comes before, what comes after. Okay? Have fun with that today.